Yeah. You play good. You play good. You know what I'm saying? Last game you played alright. You know what I'm saying? I always play good. I always play good. Let me give Kenny something to watch while he over there at the goddamn getting his little infusion and shit. Boop.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens.
I don't want to hear it.
It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47, -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 40 yards shy of where he will be taking a knee as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Well, you know what? I say if it ain't broke, run that bitch till he fix it, goddamn. Run that bitch till he fix it, goddamn.
Jackson on first down. This one complete to Ingram. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flushed out right.
Got him.
Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep.
Oh, you fucking idiot.
It's intercepted. Throwing back across his
fucking
body.
idiot.
Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive.
The other time they thought that bitch
too many
50 yards in front of his
first quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Patrick Onwuasor up to make the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And
ran outside.
Down, losing yardage back at the 40.
You gotta
he lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He finds Coleman. And then right past midfield.
This shit is so fake. How running back can't keep up with a goddamn.
About 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Shit. It's crazy.
Here we go. 180.
It's fucking crazy.
1 Omaha.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
180. 13.
gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Ravens' 37-yard line. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
Here we go.
Nice linebacker play.
11.
From the gun on third, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Kyle Juszczyk. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Here we go. 180. I'm trying to collect. Shoot. Hey, gun.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Garoppolo. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive.
Looks like
that's a throw we'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Yeah. Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nick Bosa in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. Black 8. Black. Check. Hey, alert 3.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart. On second down, Ingram. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And did he get in? No, they'll mark him down at the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Gold with the extra point, and it's now 14-0.
Well, this seems familiar, because this is kind of like what the game looked like last game.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
14-0. You went up 14-0.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Relax. It's fine.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points get that 0 off the board. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Edwards now on 1st and 10. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 41, Jackson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 pounds. Check safety, check safety. Check right.
To throw on third down. Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
54. Mike 54.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The Niners on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore number 1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
The Ravens on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
Last game. I'm waiting on you. How about that?
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now it's Jackson, forced out to his left, and he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Tight end coming across that bitch. Slow ass nigga.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Be a long day for you. Right there.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson. There he goes inside the 30. This will be caught by Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
Switch.
Draw play. Ingram now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Jackson has got it to Ingram, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
You got the niggas on the spread the fuck out. I can't do nothing but attack the motherfucking middle.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
Fuck field goal, baby.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, as the first half is winding down, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
Why do you think I went back,
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played.
Nothing stupid, Rick. Nothing stupid.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well, as we are back and started in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Do I look stupid to you? I know you finna do that goddamn play action. I know you finna do the play action. I'm not stupid.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters, as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
Hey, alert! Alert!
On second down, it's Coleman. And he is
maybe you should.
in the
Maybe you should.
Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Bang, 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 bang.
You better get that goddamn 1 yard. That's all I can say, baby.
21. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. It's 12.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Boy, no chance as he was dropped behind the line there. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Shit. Fuck.
They'll run it with Coleman.
Let's go.
Won't get there.
Let's go.
Stop him a few yards short of the line to gain.
That was his pride in the way, Rick.
Decision to go for it doesn't pan out.
That was his pride in the way, goddamn.
Back and in great shape.
His pride got all in the way, and it didn't know what to say. So.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Stop.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
They'll run on first down. It's Edwards, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
You got it, good loving. You want me to wait for you?
They'll look to run with Ingram.
You want me to wait for you?
He'll get it.
Let's go.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Talking all that shit.
Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 14.
Now I do it, baby. You
and this
bitch.
one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Just trying to get you call timeout.
So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. On the screen, this is Coleman. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like
my
there was
niggas
an
can't do
opening.
that shit, goddamn.
Still, ended up with a solid gain.
You only got 5 yards.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he gets it down to the 32. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I guess
So
you
much
better
about
play
this
safe.
game is just understanding
You know what I'm
situations
saying?
and then
Or
having to
don't play
execute,
safe.
isn't it? Guard the first
You know what I'm
down
saying?
sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle.
So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. And now the Raven defense is going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Why did you? I just want to see what you're doing. Good.
Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he's got it. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback.
I'm waiting on you. You the one taking favor to pick your play. So you ain't gotta tell me nothing.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to keep it here. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the 1st. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Ingram. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. 2nd and 5 now. Jackson. It's caught by Roberts. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. From the 25 on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. A good decision in the end to pull it and run. Gets him 9 yards and a 1st. On 1st down, it's Ingram, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work. And that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Pick my play, man. Come on.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. They'll run here with Edwards. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. It'll be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Kill.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
You say so. If you say so.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd and goal now in a 1-score game. From the gun, it's Jackson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there
and that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Tighten up. Pull together. Switch. Watch the edge. 21.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Garoppolo looking to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Garoppolo. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Jackson now throwing on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Slipping through my teeth, boy. Swear to God.
Set to get this drive underway. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 30, 20, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
One motherfucking nigga, man. Stupid.
And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Bosa in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Eluding, and a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs now leads to a 3rd and long. There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
I watch this stupid ass shit. Seriously. Now you're gonna make me watch the fucking highlights.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon.